Hey everybody, this is Mike with the One Stop Co-op Shop, and I'm doing another playthrough of Nature because number one, it's one of my favorite games of the year easily, but number two, I also wanted to show off another one of the modules. Last time I did a double playthrough of the base game and then the Jurassic module, and the other module that's coming out, I think at the same time as the base game, is the Flight module, so I wanted to show you how that works with the solo. And then also another reason I wanted to do another playthrough is because I talked to Ricky, the designer of the solo mode, and he talked about a variant that was in the game for a long time and got cut kind of late that makes, I think, the core bots work way, way better, be much more challenging. Because if you watch my first playthrough with the core solo game, you saw that without the modules, sometimes the bots kind of do dumb things and lose by a lot. So I'm going to show you how that variant works first, and then the second play will be Flight. Use the timestamps if you want to skip to one or the other. And I'll still explain how the game goes if you didn't watch the first playthrough, but I'm going to be a little bit briefer with it, so maybe watch that one first. All right, so at the beginning of the game, we find out how much food we're going to have. We're going to have 2 food per player in the watering hole, which is a little bit lower than average. Usually you start with 3 times player, so 6 with 2 players. And I'm playing on difficulty 3 again, which means the bot is going to start with an extra species. That's always the case with 3 bonus population. Last time when I did this without the variant, I beat them by I think like 8 or 10 points. This time we'll see how it goes. And let's see which solo species they get. Okay, they're going to get a hunter right off the bat. Interesting. And this is where I think the variant helps the most, so we'll see if these hunters can actually survive. And they're also going to get an evader for their bigger species. Okay, and with that, we're ready to go. All right, so a player always gets 5 cards, and they can play these as traits to their species. Each species can have up to 3 to give them bonuses to defense or let them get food in special ways. They can also discard the cards to either add extra population, which is potentially more points for you, or to increase the size of their species, which will make them be more efficient getting food, will make them be better defenders or hunters. All right, so I know that they've got a hunter. I don't want to be hit by that. So I could put fast on my species to make it only be able to be hunted by someone with fast as well. Would make it pretty unlikely that the predator would be able to get me. I could also get plated, which would give me +4 defense straight up, which would also make it very tough for them to get me. I could get tusked, which gives me a way to earn food every time the watering hole becomes empty. And with it only having 4 food, that's probably going to happen. But it would also make me kind of defensive. Or opportunistic would give me free food gathering. Scavenging would give me free food every time somebody hunts, since I know they have a hunter. I'm a little torn here. Maybe we'll do tusked. And then I think I'm going to discard the rest because I think I'll be able to feed my people. So I can discard 4 cards. I'll increase my size once for one of those 4. And then I'll get, should I do 1 more size or 1 more population? You can keep food in your hand to discard to add food to the watering hole, but I didn't choose to do that. So I know I'm going to be first to go. I can grab food equal to my size from the watering hole, which, yeah, honestly, I think that's what I'm going to do. Because if I was size 2 with 4 people, if I added 1 more population, there's a good chance I would get 2 from the watering hole. They would then get the rest. That would trigger my tusked, and the 4th population would die. So now I've got 5 defense for hunters. I've got 3 population to feed. I've got enough size to grab it quickly. Hopefully I'll empty out the watering hole so their evader starves. We'll see how it goes. All right, now we go to the bot. So we're drawing 5 cards +1 for each difficulty level above 1. So since I'm at level 3, I'm drawing 7. And if you didn't see the previous video, I'm going to flip it, look at the icon here, and see which of the species has that icon earlier in this leftmost column here for rounds 1 to 3. So the evader likes it, so they're now an opportunistic evader. That's their first of 3 traits. And social, that's a leaf. Okay, so the predator likes it for size, the evader likes it for population. So here's where the variant comes into play. And again, this is primarily for boosting the basic bots when you're not playing with any modules. So the evader is going to spend this to get a population, but then because size is so dang important in the core game without modules, they are also going to increase their size, and that's free if they're out of cards, but if they still have a card, that is discard the topmost card of the pile in order to pay for that. So here they've spent 2 cards to both increase their population and their size. Okay, then we keep on going. All right, they're getting another opportunistic, so they are really trying to get some free food. And we got a Claude, which the evader is also getting. All right, so they are full up of traits, which means maybe the predator can finally get some stuff. They're getting this. Oh, and here we go, which shows up on the predator. So they're going to discard that and the next card to go to size 2 and get a second population. Now, unfortunately, that's not going to work out in this case because they were a little too late. They can't hunt their own people who are very well defended, and they can't hunt me. But that's okay, because this species is going to go extinct, and they're going to have some free population and size to be better in a second. That's really why the Automa starts with a whole extra species, because they're expected to have some go extinct and some starve, and then they get a little smarter and improve what they're doing. All right, but now we're going to the hunting phase, and this is going to be great for me. I'm going to hunt for 3. Thank you very much. Because whenever you hunt with herbivores from the watering hole, you hunt an amount of food, or not hunt, sorry, I'm not hunting. You gain an amount of food equal to your size. So I got all 3. And it was going to be terrible for them in every way. That's because I played my cards and messed them up. You know, they were going to have a bad time here regardless. So the evaders will feed first, and they would want to get 2, but they can only get 1 here. And they didn't save any cards to get more. They would have only done that if the cards could not be used. And then I'm going to pass. By the way, my tusk it still triggers, but I don't have any space for the free food from the watering hole getting emptied, so it doesn't matter. Their opportunistic does not trigger, because it says after any of your species forages or hunts, you eat 2 free food if there's still any food in the watering hole. So yeah, me emptying out the watering hole mess them up in multiple ways. So they're just going to create a super duper species in a second, because all these guys die. They get 1 point. I get 3 of stored food. So to clean up the round, the AI is going to adjust. Since they lost at least 1 species, they're switching it to the right side for their evader. And they're also getting rid of 1 of these because they figure some of these weren't useful. And yeah, I agree. They definitely don't need 2 opportunistics. I was a little bit greedy. And all their dead population, their dead species is going to go over here and boost them in round 2, where they will be the first to eat. This is going to be bad for me because they're almost certainly going to completely devour everything in the watering hole right away. So I'll probably, even with my tusk, have to save a card in my hand. But we each get a new species. None of my people died, so I get a 1 size, 1 population species. Wah, nothing too impressive. And they get a new species, but it is just boosted by what they had. So they add 1 size to the dead species size, so they're at a 3 now. And they add 1 population to the 5 dead. So they have a giant 3 size, 6 population species. And it's a propagator. When played, if Ronnie has no hunter, add the hunter trait to her largest species. Oldest breaks ties. So crud. There's another hunter, which could be good or bad for me. They're already almost big enough to hunt their own people, which is something they like to do because it's just consistent food for them. That's actually kind of what they strategize to do most of the time. But enough about them. Let's see what happens. All right, so I know food is going to be tight. So opportunistic seems pretty good. Maybe I can put that on these guys to give them a little bit of defense. And then, God, I got 4 copies of Plated. Who shuffled this? You know, I could just let this species die and make my next species better, because you do get a bonus of 2 points for every species that doesn't go extinct, that stays alive through the entire game. But here, I don't know if it's really worth it. So let's go Opportunistic and Tusked and make this species really pretty defensive. I mean, yeah, that new species we need to get up to a 6 to be able to get them. And then I'm going to, I won't discard all these. I want to keep 1 for food in case they just empty out the entire watering hole, right? So I'll keep 1 of the Plated that gives me 3 when I discard it, discard the other 3. And let's go full-on population. Wait, will that work out? Because when the watering hole gets emptied, I'll get 1. I'll add 3. Oh, and then grab 3 of it, another Tusk trigger. I should be okay. I might lose 1 person. Again, these guys, I'm just assuming they'll die, but maybe we'll get lucky. All right, now let's see how the AI comes roaring out of the gate. We got a leaf. Oh my gosh, which makes the evader into another hunter. Double hunters. Y'all sure about that? But again, they can potentially hunt each other. All right, let's keep flipping. That's a gear, which they would have wanted to use, but they're full up on traits, and they don't want it all. So actually, we're going to keep this for next round, since they don't have any herbivores right now to eat it. We got a leaf, which the propagator wants. So they're going to be a social hunter. They get +2 food whenever they eat from any source. And they're going to be a scavenger, but no, they're not. They're going to discard that and another card to increase their size and population. I'm not sure if there's going to be enough food to go around for all of y'all, but we'll see. Okay, now we got 1 of those, which is going to be another size and population for the last 2 cards. Oh, wait, no, it's not, because they don't have room. So what's this? A Claude, which is a gear which they would have wanted, but no, they're going to save that as well, because neither of them have room for it. So this will be interesting. These guys can only eat my size 1 people, but these guys might eat them first. And they can also eat them, which would, so I don't really know how this is going to work out for them. Because, yeah, she always hunts with the leftmost species first, which is not going to work out great for her here. I mean, in general, this is not going to work out for her. She's probably going to make the species extinct, but she should have a giant herbivore species to pick up a crazy ton of points potentially next round, as long as she keeps some food around. So yeah, she attacks with this one first, and she wants a species that she can eat with losing the fewest population. So eating her own 4-size people is not as preferable as making my guys extinct. And she only gets a single food, but hey, that's enough to make these guys stick around. But hey, look how beautiful this is. I get 3 without having to use my 1 saved card. And opportunistic, so I get 2 more since there's still food in the watering hole. It means I'll be fully fed. But now Sadness, she wants to eat with them, but everyone is too well defended. These guys have 6 defense. Yeah, I mean, the propagator being a hunter with another hunter, that was just terrible luck on their part. They should course correct in a second. But yeah, so they're just dying all over. They are going to have 3 extra cards next round, which that's a little frightening for me. And they're going to have the giantest species ever, but I am certainly off to a point lead. Oh, sorry, I forgot to say, I'm going to grab the last food over here. All right, so we're going into round 3. My extinct species becomes a 2-size 2-pop, so now I think they're definitely worth protecting. And they get a 4-size scamp. They'd lose a size increase because they were already at max. With 8 billion population, and 3 extra cards from last round shuffled in with their 7 new ones. So, yeah, they're going to be going big. And by the way, the evaders were happy. I mean, they only had 1 population, but they were able to eat okay. So they're not changing anything right now. All right, what to do for me, what to do for me. I've got Horned to stop them from attacking me. I've got Scavenging and Fast. I mean, I could be a hunter myself. And do I have any? Yeah, I don't have any Claude to raise my my own size strong. Yeah, without Claude, the core game makes it so hard to hunt sometimes. Really, you want to play with extra modules, but I just wanted to show this variant first. I could make these guys Scavenging since they've still definitely got a hunter. Although if they just hunt and die, then my people will die too. Well, here, Tusk will be good, right? More defense, more free food. Maybe, I don't know, for more protection, I can give them Horned. If they attack me for each of my size, they take 1 damage. Gives me 4 cards. Let's keep 1. With 4 food, and discard the other 3 from population. I am going first this time, so I can grab all 4 of that, which will trigger opportunistic, and yeah, so I would have 5 food on these guys right away if I grab 3 from the watering hole. Then if I have another 4 to grab later, I can get Tusk to trigger twice. So yeah, let's do like that and make it all population, because again, I'm worried they're going to just go crazy with points in a second and I might fall behind. But let's see if that actually works out. So they got a gear, which they would have wanted to put on the evader, but they can't. So the scamp is now plated. Seems bad for their hunter. Then fast. The scamp is also fast, and now their hunter really can't hunt them. And their scamp is also clawed. Okay. Man, just filled up their traits right away, didn't they? Okay, and leaf. Well, this is good for them. Neither of them want to use it because I'm glad they're going to keep some cards because those scamps are not going to be able to eat otherwise. Okay, there's a head, which is going to increase the scamp size, but they're already at max. So the evader is going to discard 2 cards to go to size 3 and get a second population. We'll see if that works out for them. Then another leaf. It's another held card for them. Then this is a scamp population increase. No size to increase. We're not going to discard another card. Okay, and then, the scamp with another population with that one since they can't fit it. Jesus. I don't know if the 2 cards they saved are going to be enough here. And then, 1 more population increase for the scamp. But they only saved 2 cards with 2 foods, so I don't think they're going to be able to eat as much as they would like. All right, but I'm first. Let's enact the plan. So I'm going to grab 3 with these guys, and that triggers opportunistic for 2 more. All right, so now they want to go next. And she could eat up to 6 with her Claude and her 4 size. But there's only 1 there, so she'll discard random cards until she runs out or can eat everything she wants. So here she's just getting 5 food. And that does empty out the watering hole for the Tusk. So hey, they're not going to die. Well, yes, they are. I know they are in a second. But and the opportunistic doesn't fire off. If it had, they wouldn't attack my Horned people in a second and die. But that's all going to work out for them, unfortunately, as you'll see. I also get a Tusk for both of my species. Okay, it's my turn now. I mean, it doesn't really matter much. I can see what's going to happen here. I'm going to discard my card for 4. And then just to fully feed myself, even though they're going to eat me, I'm going to have them eat 2 from the watering hole, which triggers opportunistic. And I'm fully fed. Good for me. Now there's 2 food in the watering hole again. So they're going to grab that, which will, oh, shoot. This is actually good. This is good. It will also trigger Tusk because the water hole got emptied again. The reason I'm saying, oh, shoot, is because I kind of wanted them to attack my Horned species, which would have killed both of their population with my 2 size. Well, the reason I'm also kind of glad that they didn't do that is because the second the species died off, they would have gotten these cards back to their hand immediately, and they could have fed these other 4 guys. So they're actually getting more starvation with how things worked out here. Yep, so everybody's fed. There's no cards left. So their last new species in round 4 is going to come in with another 6 population. Wow, and these guys are going to switch to the blue tree. The evaders are actually happy, though. All right, I've been ahead every round. I just got to hold on here when they're going first, and they're going to grab all the food really quickly. All right, so the new species is just a size 1, and it's a scavenger, and we're using the round 4 columns now. So we'll see how that works out for him. All right, now what do I want to do? I mean, I'm probably going to let the species go extinct because who cares about them? I did get scavenging. Okay, I definitely can't do hunting much. Again, I don't have any clawed, which would be pretty necessary to be able to like really challenge their size because everybody has like defensive bonuses. It's just very hard to hunt successfully sometimes. So another tusked on them might be good. I mean, their hunters are going to kill them though. Why waste it? I don't mind them attacking these guys because the horned will kill them. What if I give these dudes a scavenging, but are they going to successfully hunt at all? That's the real question. I mean, yes, their evaders are going to hunt these guys at least once and just kill themselves. So, okay, if I leave them for dead and just really try to focus on these super species here, maybe a second tusked? It might mean the hunters can't attack me, which is a double-edged sword, because I kind of want them to extinct themselves with the horned hunt. Oh man, all these cards have terribly low food values. Although that's okay, because then I can trigger Tusk a billion times. I don't know if these guys need another Tusk. So realistically, if they get like scavenging once, if I can get opportunistic to go, although I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to get opportunistic to go off because of how low these values, but I can use 2 cards, then I can get opportunistic to go off. And then like eating and the Tusk, I bet this will be okay. We'll let them die. How many of these do I actually want to keep? I think just 2 will be okay, and I'll discard 2. And it's got to be all population, right? Yeah, and these are my best guys that I have the best chance of feeding. So, okay, we'll try that out. Oh, and by the way, I forgot I should have discarded 1 thing from the Scamp because they lost a ton of life. So they lose one of their traits. So they're not clawed anymore. All right, here we go. So Horned is going. I'm only again looking at the round 4 things. They're going to increase the size and population of the Evader. Again, with the variants, you can see how it makes Hunters a bit more competitive. And hey, they can hunt my horn people, so that's what we wanted. Plant is going to go on the Scamp, so they're opportunistic now, which seems like it might work out well for them. Okay, Horn is going to increase population and size of the Scamp. Oh, no, sorry. It goes to the Evader, so they get the population increase. I don't know if that'll work out for them. Gear, the Scavenger is going to be clawed. Oh, wait, I can't forget. They're supposed to keep cards equal to their number of herbivores. So here they're going to have 2 in hold. I'm not even going to flip them. Almost forgot about that. To hopefully have like extra food. Although, man, they're never going to be able to feed all those people. I hope. I don't think. All right, but they are first. And they want the one who's going to eat the most. They'll eat 3. These people could eat, only 4 now because they don't have clawed anymore. Which means they will fully empty out the watering hole right away. And that's going to trigger all the Tusks. Now, it doesn't trigger opportunistic because they aren't smart enough to discard a card to like put more food in the watering hole first. And here's all my tusking. Nice. All right, now what do I want to do? I think I want to do my thing, right? I know they're going to die, so I don't want to waste any food on them. So yeah, just to get opportunistic to trigger, and then let's hope for some hunting, I'm going to play both these at the same time for 4 food. And then I'm going to eat 1, 2, 3, leaving 1. Which means that opportunistic does get to trigger. Nice. And I think at least 2 of them will get eaten. I should have tusked and hopefully at least 1 scavenging. So we should be in a decent place. All right, so now we're back to them. These guys would eat 3 and they would also eat 3 because they only have 3 to go. And there's 1 in the watering hole. So these people are older. They win the tie. They're going to discard a card for 3 more food. So that puts 4 in the watering hole. So they get 3 of it. Oh, which makes their opportunistic trigger. Wow. These guys might not be hunting nearly as much as I thought, and they're probably going to outscore me a lot. Well, I scored a ton, and we should be okay. So we've got 1 food left, and then Tusk is going to go off. Oh, crap, and Tusk is going to make their hunter full, so they're not going to hunt at all, and the scavenging won't happen. Yeah, shoot, I should have kept more cards. All right, well, let's have these guys eat the last thing, and then Tusk gets us 1 there and there, but I think everyone else is going to... Well, wait, if they're not going to... Yeah, hold on. If no hunters are going to eat because Tusk is going to fill them up, I'll have these guys get the 1 food because that's 2 extra points for the species surviving. Yeah, that's way smarter. When I can't forget that they're about to add more food, so anything's possible. All right, so their Tusk also triggers, okay. And yeah, the hunters are full. They're not going to try to do anything. They did well, didn't they? Okay, so the scavengers want to eat. There's nothing in the watering hole. Oh, big one. They got 4. Oh, but good for me. They only get 3 of it because they are not large enough. Which means I can get the last 1 and triggered Tusk again. Ooh, that might have been enough to lock in the win, I think. Because that was nothing else they can do. They're going to lose this 3 population. And I'm only losing 1. All right, they got 25 and I got 32. So beat them by 7. But I still like the variant a lot better. Although really, the best way to play is to throw in a module. I would recommend that people just like learn the solo mode with the base real quick. And then never play only base again. Because it's more interesting with modules in general. So let's try out Flight. So before I set up flight, let's talk about what's new in this module. This is a lot more complicated than Jurassic, but it's also really, really cool. So every time that you make a species in flight, you can choose to make them a flying species by putting them on top of one of these big nest tokens. When they're flying, their size is capped at 2, so if they would be bigger than that, you lose the rest. And here's some other stuff, so they can only be hunted by another flying species or a species that has a trait from the flight deck that lets them hunt flyers. They can migrate, we'll talk about that, and they do not score oh, I forgot about the game end bonus when I did the other thing. But yeah, so flying species do not get +2 points at the end of the game, so it makes it a little bit of a tougher choice of what you want to do. But yeah, the big thing is what I mentioned, migrating. So you've got this faraway place. At the beginning of each round, this little faraway place tile where birds are migrating to gets population equal to the number of players, and they're already fed. Now, I say it's equal to the number of players. You don't add on to stuff that was previously there. So like if we only take 1 in round 1, we'll still just have 2 of them in round 2. And whenever you have a flying species that is fully fed, they migrate at the beginning of your turn. So if they survive through the opponent's turn, so you put the nest on top of them, and you get, if there's any left, one of the free, fully fed population from the faraway place. Basically, you had some egg babies while you were gone. And while you're in the faraway place, you can't be hunted, your traits can't trigger. It's kind of like they're out of play until they come back right before scoring. And of course, there's an entirely new deck of awesome new traits, and you pick how many you want to draw from each. The bot's going to draw 3 from this and 4 from the base deck with the difficulty I'm playing at, because I'm doing the same difficulty again. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. So let's see. Okay, we've got 6 food in the watering hole, 3 times the number of players. We'll let the AI go first this time. And I want to get those sweet bonuses, so I'm going to choose to start my population as a flying population. And we'll see what Ronnie does, because she now has 4 flying cards mixed in with these solo cards, and those will tend to force the new species to be flying. And additionally, if there had been less than 5 food in the watering hole in the first round, 4 or less, then her first species would automatically be flying. All right, so what do we got? We got just a regular old glutton, gonna eat over there, and then her giant species, here we go, is a finch, so created as a flying species. And if you didn't see the Jurassic plays, the species that come out in the modules tend to be stronger. They get free stuff. So this one's going to get flocking and seed dispersal for free. I just go into the deck and find them. It does not affect how many cards the AI is going to get. So these are 2 of the new traits from flying. So flocking says flying species only. You get +2 defense for each non-migrated species with flocking. So right now it's just themselves for +2. And they migrate at the end of the feeding turn instead of the beginning of the feeding turn. So they go a little bit earlier, so somebody with hunting can't get them yet. And they also have seed dispersal, which is a pretty great one. +3 food to the watering hole before the species first forage each round. So they'll be able to really ramp up their population and eat a ton. All right, and I'm going to take 4 cards for them and 3 flying cards and shuffle them together so they get resolved in a random order. And as for me, let's do 3 flight and 2 regular. So what I'd get? I got camouflage. Ooh, may hunt flying species when hunting. So maybe I'll make my person a hunter. Cannot be hunted. I've got flocking. I don't want that. Scavenging in case I'm hunting. Social just means when you do anything, you get +2 food. It's like if I hunted somebody, I'd get 2 more food for that. And we're not playing with a variant where their size is going to go up. Although flocking means that these guys are already going to be a 3 defense. And remember, the max size I can go to is 2. But camouflage gives me +1 attacking. I could even do double camouflage. So what the hey, maybe I'll try hunting. Although, I mean, there's a lot of food in the offer. I don't really need to hunt, except that it is fun to eat their people and take care of them. Well, just for something different, let's make myself camouflaged. Let's take a free hunter trait. I already put a note, but I think I forgot to take a hunter trait on the evader hunter in the last game, so they would have had less room. And I think the other 4 I'll just discard to get to my max size and get 3 more population, and God, I hope that's enough. Well, I don't know. Let's get scavenging, because there's a good chance their people will, migrate away before I can finish them off and stuff, and we'll just have less population. Okay, so that's it for me. Let's see how their stuff plays out. First, they have a leaf. The glutton wants it, and they break the tie because the finch also wants it. So they are now social. Okay, then good eyesight. This is a new one. So they get +2 defense. It ignores camouflage when hunting, because again, camouflage can be used defensively. And they get +1 food when eating from any source, so kind of like social. And the glutton wants it to be larger. Yeah, no real hunting people yet. Okay, flocking. They want it, but the glutton also wants it to have another population. They're winning all the tiebreakers here. Okay, we got the little plant for... Oh, God, that's another tiebreaker. Another population for the glutton. I mean, the glutton's going to do great here. There's so much food to go around, especially with seed dispersal. They're both going to be fed very, very well. Good eyesight. The glutton's even bigger. I can still eat them, but just barely. Let's hope these last few cards don't mess with that. Oh, here's one that neither of them want, so they're just going to keep it for extra food. And then a leaf. The glutton... Oh, man, they're horned. Okay, well, I can still eat these guys because they luckily did not increase their size or get any other bonuses. But yeah, now if I eat the glutton, they're going to murder me. Okay, cool. So they are first, and this is pretty obvious. They're going to have, because these guys would eat 3 and they would eat only 1, so they're going to have them eat, which is good because I want to eat a couple of their birds before they get away. Okay, and again, I have 2 size plus 1 attacking from camouflage, so I could attack the gluttons, but all 3 of my population would die. So I say no. Oh, I'm stupid. I just realized I don't really need camouflage because flying people can already hunt other flying people. This is like mainly for a land animal to hunt a flyer. I mean, whatever. It got me to the 3 I needed to attack, so it's okay. Yeah, for my hunter, I'm going to hunt their finches. Gets me a single meat because they're so small, but then scavenging gets me 2 more. So I'm going to migrate at the start of my next turn. And yeah, I ate 1 of the finches, but they're now going to eat and add 3 more food to the watering hole. Good Lord, I got to get a big herbivore up in here because they're going to leave me in the dust otherwise. But yeah, then I migrate, bring my guys up to 4, and they, very easily get that. Seed dispersal only triggers on their first forage each round, so it doesn't do anything else. But yeah, that'll be it. They will also migrate, which they would do at the end of the same round if I was trying to eat them. They get that bonus population. All right, and then they come back for scoring. So they got 6 and I got 4. Yeah, they're already ahead. That sucks. I mean, there's just so much food to go around. I got to adapt for that. Oh, God, I forgot. They kept a card. So they're going to have an extra card this round, too. And yeah, the watering hole is just full. But I'm first. Let's see what we can do. I do not think I need another bird. So let's go for somebody regular for my new one. And for them, the finches are going to switch to the other side because they lost population. And let's see what their new person looks like. Propagator. Oh, if Ronnie has no hunter, add the hunter trait to her largest species. Okay. So the glutton is going to be like a really weird hunter. Oh, and they need to discard something, don't they? Because they lost something and they're switching gears. Oh, so they don't have seed dispersal anymore. Okay. Wow, the entire landscape here just changed. This hunter can't hunt my flyer unless they get camouflaged. And yeah, they don't even have any like space to get it because I'm remembering this time they need to take that. So yeah, this is going to be weird for them. Propagator, I'm not sure if you were the right call here. All right, but hey, whatever. What do I want to get? I'd really... I mean, they're a little weird. I guess if I can keep my own species at 3 size or lower and not make them too defensive, well, no, then the glutton can eat me. I'm just thinking I might not be able to eat their guys consistently. I don't know. Wait, I'm actually going to do 4 regular and 1 bird. Okay, I got good eyesight and fast and scavenging. I mean, funny is if I should put scavenging. There's a couple hunters here. That seems like a no-brainer. And then I could put fast on myself and make it so that the hunter couldn't attack anybody on my side, so they'd be eating their own. Oh, sorry, that's not even fast. But then I couldn't also attack my own people with my hunter, so I'd just have to hope that I can take out their people. Whereas if I leave this guy as huntable, I'll always be able to trigger the scavenging. Yeah, this is a tough one, because I could shut down their hunts on me very easily. But then again, if my person can't hunt, then I'm kind of done. Okay, let's go for letting things hunt. I'm going to discard all of these to get, I guess, just 1 extra size. Oh, no, let's do 2, I guess. And then 2 population on them. Oh, man, I don't know about this. Well, them being scavenging is not necessarily good for me because I kind of want to eat from the watering hole. Never mind the scavenging. I'll discard that, too, for 1 more population. We'll just let them be clean and nothing. We'll see what happens. Okay, no, you know what? Never mind. I'm just reversing everything. I am going to give them tusked instead of 1 population. And now I just hope I can eat. But they have so many cards, so we will see. All right, here we go. First is defensive. Propagator wants it for population. And again, I'm not using a variant here. That's good, though. I mean, if there's a ton of little guys, I would love to eat them. Scavenging is also the propagator for population. Keep doing this all day, y'all. I will gladly eat you. Okay, gear. Oh, the finch wants more population. Okay, and then another gear, more population. I mean, hey, even if they die, they'll still have lots of stuff to do. What was the scavenger population again? Is there anything these guys can draw that isn't going to give them population right now? The gear, more population. I mean, the glutton is getting nothing. Gear again, more population. And scavenger, more population. I mean, as silly as that kind of was, there's so much food. Well, I guess without seed dispersal, there's not actually as much food. But yeah, they might still work out okay. And certainly their glutton will be able to eat. And my hunter will be able to eat. So I guess the hunting thing worked out. All right, so I'm first. I'm not at all worried about the watering hole running out of space, but I do want to migrate first. So who do I want to eat most? It doesn't really matter too much. I guess I'll eat the finch. So I kill one of them, and I get a food, and it triggers scavenging. There we go. Kind of wish I didn't have scavenging so I could just eat more of them. Oh well. Okay, then for them, each of these guys would only eat one for the watering hole, so they will prefer the older one, so they get that. And wow, is that really it? That's crazy. All right, now there's no hurry on me eating, so I'll just go ahead and get my tusk guy fully fed. But yeah, they just have so much population. Okay, so they're going to keep on eating with these guys, and I need to eat one more person. Is there any reason to prefer one over the other? I mean, they're already going to discard flocking, so that's good for me. It gets rid of a card. I could attack them, but I would lose 3 out of my 4 population. That seems unwise. So yeah, I mean, in the end, it kind of all is even. Let's see another flying person. So that finishes my people off completely. In a moment, I will migrate. And they're just going to eat for a while. So boop, I go ahead and migrate and get one of these. All right, and they just keep on eating. So 1, 2, that finishes up that species. And there's still 2 in the watering hole. So these guys will eat 1. And these guys are migrating. Gets them a free fed population as well. Okay, now things get interesting. So the glutton can't eat them because they already migrated, so they are only eating the propagators, which is totally fine for them because they were dying anyway. So they eat 1, and they get +2 food when eating, so they actually get fully fed with only killing 1 of the people. God, they are outscoring me like crazy here. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I need to get rid of my scavenging if they're going to keep on being easy targets, just so I can eat more of them, you know? All right, so they do lose flocking. And they're going to switch back to left side, and these guys are going to switch to right side. Or you know what? I think I'm going to make my new species also a bird, and maybe try to like sneak in a quick steal of the second migrating. That would be huge. Let's see if they're going to be flying too with their 4 population. Ooh, this is weird. Okay, they are going to be a hunter. Not sure that'll work out well for them, but I guess we'll find out. All right, now my choice is this turn. I'm pretty well defended against both their hunters. There's only 6 food in the watering hole and no seed dispersal. So I'm worried that if I go like really big on these guys, the food will run out. I'm going to draw a 4 flight and 1 knot. Ooh, okay. I like this. I'm going to throw away the scavenging because it kind of slowed down my eating and get a clawed. So now I'm a 5 hunter and I can hunt flying people. That should be good enough. And I can just like keep on eating these people until they migrate, which should be great. What did I get for the flight cards? Nesting. If there is food in the watering hole after migrated species return, +1 population that's fed. I don't know if that's going to happen. We got more camo. Oh, we got seed dispersal for me. But would that just end up helping them? That's kind of my worry. Well, big thing is I want these guys to be able to like do a quick eat and then just migrate and get me that bonus. So let's make them camouflaged so nobody can come for them unless they get a good eyesight. And then honestly, yeah, I'm going to discard the other 3 of these because I don't trust nesting to work and I'm not sure I want to give them food. Wait, should I keep food? You know what? I probably should. Let's keep seed dispersal, which can add 3. But I'll discard the other 2. And honestly, I'll keep making these guys bigger because I want them to eat like right away and then get out of Dodge and just get me a free population and food. All right, they got a ton of people now. Oh, crud. Where was this? I moved it and messed it up. I think it was back on the left. Shoot. Hopefully that's right. Okay, so they're getting horned, which is going to just go on the propagator. Okay, so they're actually horned. I don't want to hunt them anymore. Flocking is going to increase the glutton's population again. Okay, gear. Yeah, it's going to go on the predator. That makes sense. So they're ready to hunt, although they're not very large. Okay, and plant. Glutton population wins. Another gear. Oh, no. You can hunt flying species, you butt. Oh, my gosh. Okay, that's going to change things up some. Well, but they hunt after they forage, so I should be able to get like my migrators away. Okay, then scavenging. The propagator wants, that's going to work out great for them. That's going to be free food. The finch, though, hasn't gotten anything. They are in trouble. The leaf, they do get this. Okay, so they're social, so if they ever get a chance to eat, they'll get +2 food from the same source. But yeah, they didn't save any cards this round, so I'm feeling like I got a chance. All right, so first to eat are the finches. They're going to grab 3, their size +2 for social. That leaves 3 in the watering hole. And I'll get my tusk guys later. I want to get them migrating before they can be hunted. So I'm going to do that for the camouflage guys. The finches are then going to grab the last 2. I migrate at the start of my turn. Boom. And now I don't want to play my card yet because that'll let the finches finish stuff off. I want to go hunting. So who can I hunt? I have 5 attack. I can hunt flyers. I can't hunt camouflage people, though. Shoot. So I can only hunt the finches, which will finish them off and let them get the other bonus. So be it. Oh, wait, who am I going to... Oh, man, I'm going to hunt horned people next. I mean, it's only a 1, but yeah, this is bad. Oh, wait, no, here we go. I can hunt my own tusked people to finish off. Okay, so I'll be all right. Well, speaking of tusks, they should have gotten a meat when the watering hole was finished. Well, in that case, maybe let's hold off and let's eat the tusk person first. and see if there's a way to sneak my hunter into migrating. We'll see. Because currently they can't forage, so they're going to try to hunt with these guys, and they can hunt just 3s. Now, they're not flying themselves, they're not camouflaged, so they can't hunt their flyers. They aren't strong enough to hunt my tusk guys. They can hunt their horn guys and get killed. Yeah, that's the only one they can do, because they can't hunt camouflaged. So this is great. They're going to hunt one of their own propagators, kill one of their own from the horns. But I mean, it's not that bad for them. They still get 3 food, not 1, because of social. Oh, and wait a second. These guys are scavenging, so 2 hunts means they're full up. So if they keep eating their own, they're killing people who got fed. I love that. All right, what do I want to do here? I kind of feel like I should eat my own guys again. Or no, let's eat one of theirs who's horned, whatever. Because now that they're fed, I really don't mind doing it, stealing a point from them. So that feeds one of mine, but one of mine gets horned. But now, at the start of next turn, I'll be able to get the second migrate. Heck yeah. Oh, and the scavenging can't trigger because they don't have anyone else to do. All right, so their glutton over here is going to eat another one of their people, which just gets them a single food this time, but they are filled up. But I've still held off on the finches, and I am migrating my hunters. But that's enough sacrifice. Let's refill the watering hole and immediately grab all 3 of those. Ooh, this turn worked out great for me. Although they're still getting a crazy amount of food. Okay, so what are the predators going to do? So they can hunt flyers, although not camouflage flyers, and they've got 4. So they can hunt these guys, or they can hunt the finches. Or they can even hunt their own gluttons. Yeah, so they're going to just hunt away. But first, the finches will lose them the least stuff. By the way, if they were 1 stronger, 1 bigger, they could hunt my tusk people, which would be terrible for me, but nope. So they are eating the finches, getting a single point of food, and I'm all full, so I don't do anything. It doesn't mean the finches cannot be eaten anymore. So now they're going to actually murder themselves, because they are going to eat these guys. It loses them the least, gets them 1, but they kill 1 from the horn, and then they have to keep eating. So they're going to do that, but kill the guy who just ate. Which does get him 2 more cards, and they're going to have a ton of population and a decently sized person in a second. But I think I actually tied him on food that round, and I got more population now, so let's see how the final round goes. But first, we're going to do a bunch of things. So, these gluttons, okay, I got to look away. They would love to get rid of that. Oh, they did. They got rid of the hunter card. That's probably just good for them in the wash. And they're going to be using that priority next round. The finches lose their social, and they're going to be doing the right thing next round. The predators are going to lose something. They lost their clawed, okay. So still hunters and camouflaged, and they also switch their preferences. And then, oh man, I was hoping they wouldn't get a species that gets a lot of free stuff, because look at their population over here. And herons come in as a flying species, and they get nesting and camouflage for free. Nesting is one where they get free fed population when they come back from migrating if there's food in the watering hole. And speaking of the watering hole, I won't forget this time, I'm keeping 3 cards for their 3 herbivores, so they're only going to play 4 this turn. And yeah, they definitely got more population than me. We'll see if we can beat them. All right, so here's what I'm looking at. I feel fully confident about these guys. They're fine to eat a bunch of people. They're doing okay. I want to keep small. These guys, I'm actually going to draw 4 regular cards because I want to get things like scavenging will be amazing. There's so much hunting going on, right? I got Tusk and Opportunistic. I'm first to eat. I can make that work. So let's give them Opportunistic. They're already going to eat 2. And maybe Tusk as well. That will fully feed their 3 people and give them 4 defense. Because their attacker lost Claude, so unless they get it back, they're down to only 2 attack at the moment. But I do think I want to raise their size up 1, discarding one of my last 3 cards for it. And then do I need to do anything else? There's 6 in the watering hole, so if I have them grab 3 the first turn, they'll trigger Opportunistic. They'll be fully fed when the watering hole gets emptied. They'll be fully fed when the watering hole gets emptied. Oh, I forgot about these guys trying to migrate fast. Well, here's the thing. The AI is going to be adding food, and they might add too much. So let me discard 2 cards, and I think I want to make their size bigger, just so they can get both their people fed quickly. And then let's add 1 more. My hunter? They can probably just kill more people like that. Sure. And they have a lot of cards to go around. All right, they got a gear. I'm looking at just the round 4 stuff now. The glutton actually wants it, so they're fast now. I wasn't going to hunt them anyway. They already had horned, so whatever. Another gear. Oh, the heron is the next tiebreaker, so they have good eyesight. Interesting. I don't know if they really need that. Okay, scavenging is a good one, but it looks like it's just going to give the predator another population. And right now they're a terrible predator, so I don't think that's going to work out too well. Plant. The heron wants it but can't use it. Oh, wow. So it's actually going to be another card for them to play for food later. Okay, and the leaf is going to increase the glutton's size. Very interesting. Okay, and their last card is another plant. Heron can... Oh, that's right. So, wow, they have 5 cards saved. With which should mean that they're able to like refill the watering hole a billion times and get like all their population fed. But I can probably sneak in and get the migrating stuff first, so that'll be good. So yeah, on that topic, first things first, let's get my camouflagers fed, which triggers opportunistic for these guys. Okay, now for them, who's going to eat the most? The good eyesight people eat 2 plus 1 from good eyesight, and that's it. The gluttons would eat up to 6, but they can't fit it. So they'll just grab the last 4. So the watering hole is emptied, which, yay, finishes off both my people. All right, so back to me. The migrators leave. Give me 1 more point because I got to catch up. And it's time for hunting because I'm going to wait for them to refill stuff. So I've got 5 attack and camouflage. So yeah, I guess the finches are the best one to go for because they have no defense whatsoever, and I'm only going to get 1 food, so I can do it over and over and just kill a ton of them. And wow, nobody has scavenging. Would have been good, but oh well. All right, so back to them. The herons are clearly the ones that can eat the most. They can eat up to 3, so they're going to discard cards until they get there. That's only 2 plus 2 is 4, and they'll eat 3 of that 4. Good for them. And good for me because I can sneak in with these guys to grab the last one and tusked it up as well. Heck yeah. Okay, and they're going to do it again. So they can get up to 3. That's only 2 plus 4. That's 6. Wow. All right, and they're getting 3 of it. And you know I'm going to go ahead and grab the last one there. Oh, they are easily going to get the last migration. I can't really do anything about it. All right, they want to eat again. And they're going to discard their last card for 3 more. Wow, so that means the finch is only going to get a little bit of food. But hey, they won't go extinct. So there's 2 food left in the watering hole. And that's it for them for right now. They'll migrate in a second. All right, so let's keep eating the finches for 1 food. Although they're going to migrate soon because they're the last option for the AI to feed with the 2 food left in there. So I better grab them while I can. I'm going to eat another one. They're going to eat that. That empties out the watering hole, by the way. But hey, before they migrate, because they don't have that card that lets them go right away, I'm going to eat 1 more of them. But they didn't quite go extinct. That sucks. Yeah, so they migrate at the start of the AI's turn. They do get that. And all that's left is, who can the AI hunt? There are 2? Oh, man. Oh, sorry, the heron would have gotten the bonus population like a billion years ago. The other guys still migrate, of course. Doesn't really make a difference in the end. But yeah, who can they hunt? They have only 2. They can't hunt flyers. They can't hunt fast people. You know, I just looked, and they can't hunt anybody. Ooh, so did I catch them? Did I catch them with that big change up at the end? By the way, we would have gotten these cards back as they starved everybody, but they have no people left to feed. All right, I'm not going to forget the bonus this time. They have 3 species left. I have 4, so I get 2 points over them. I'll just add 2 more plants to count for that. All right, well, they did get a ton, 42. Dang it, I got 39. Oh, so close. So you can see what I mean. You really want to play with the modules with the solo mode pretty quickly because with the base game and with the variant, it can still be kind of swingy. But with the modules, they just always tend to beat me at level 3. I guess I got to try level 2, but I like the challenge. Oh well, that was Nature, Flight, and the base game with a semi-official variant from Ricky Royal to make the core experience a little bit more challenging. But I hope you enjoyed it. Again, this is one of my favorite games of the year pretty easily if you didn't see my review recently. So I'm sure it'll be showing up on my end of the year list. But thanks for watching, everybody. And a special thank you to our biggest Patreon supporters, J. William F., Pedro Lucas, Miles, Wayne Scott, Steve Wren, and KCW. We'll see you at the next stop.